See if we have any sound. There we go. Sorry, guys, the cable is a little bit wonky. So, welcome to a live stream of Swedish Raven 75 Live Adventures. Sort of like a new series I'm going to try to do now and then. Could be anytime. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be the one that can promise you guys I'm going to be on at certain time and points, except for certain events, of course, when it comes to the IAE. But other than that, it's 8:23 a.m. in the morning here in Sweden. And that would be 7:23 a.m. in London or UTC time. Heading back into those are boobs that you're looking at. Don't mind those. We are gonna wake up. Let's see. The alter ego or ego is gonna wake up. Which, by the way, I always nowadays get in bed with my like you wouldn't be sleeping with your clothes on, would you? I mean, unless you just crash into the bed, sort of ish. But no, we're not going to be doing that. So we're going to get dressed, and I am thinking we should do like ordinary stuff, daily stuff, that kind of stuff. See what we end up in, whether it's going to be trouble or not. But it could be interesting for sure. Usually is. That's the thing. That's the beauty with Star Citizen, is that you don't never know what's going to be coming your way, sort of thing. Oh yeah, I think I know what we're going to do to start with. We're going to actually, we are actually going to customize our character better. So, sorry for this. We are going to bring something more suitable for whatever I'm about to do. Because I have been losing my Lynx armor over and over, and not just because of character resets, but also due to other bugs. I don't know what has been going on. But nevertheless, so the mission, for the time being, is to head over to Everest Harbor, which is the one place that I know of that actually has and have that. Do I have to scroll all the way? I do. That actually have this armor, but I'm actually going to go this way and keep these here. So that I think, yeah, that's going to be something like that. We'll be fine though. I'm just going to grab a right at the top. It's definitely wonky here. We're not going to be using anything that we are afraid of losing, but this one is okay, so we're going to be using that one. Whenever it decides to work. There we go. Looking good. And then, like we can maybe put one of these, just in case. You never know what you run into, like I said. And a couple of stab pens. I'm sorry, med pens. You could basically stab people with those and help them out, even in armistice zones, where you normally not be able to pull out your med gun anymore due to some irresponsible acts of the few. Let's see, where are we at? There we go. That's good. That's perfect. That's what we're going to be rolling with. Ammo-wise, we are going to bring something like that, and we are good. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look at my face. Ooh. A beautiful face, isn't it? It's fine. Like I always say, it's always fine. What isn't fine in Star Citizen? The fact that we are here and running about in a very early alpha game, and which is much playable for whatever it is actually quite amazing. That we can have a lot of experiences. Good and bad, of course, but for the most part, good one. Oh, here comes another one in a Pluto suit. Oh, hey there, buddy. Hitting numpad plus. And we can speak to people. I think people are pretty especially the new ones. I mean, it is still a free flyer week. Oh man, I gotta learn how to speak slower because, well, first of all, English is definitely not my native language. Second of all, you tend to have a lot of tongue twisters. You speak too fast. I am gonna have to try to learn how to speak slower out of respect to you guys and to myself. So let's just try to do that. I just get so excited about this. That's what it is. Me being excited. So what we are going to do is we are heading over to Everest Harbor. And we are going to buy a set of Lynx armor. A good match, of course. Like a proper match, color-wise and armor-wise. Leg, arms, core. Maybe if they have a backpack suitable for it, but other than that, I should have backpacks enough. I will probably have to look up some place where I can buy black ones. Like I want to have that black MacFlex backpack. I know that it's out there somewhere. I've seen it, but I need to know exactly where to find it. That would be the next sort of the next mission of ours, of mine. You know, like Star Citizen is what you make it to be. So it's no given set of rules as to what you do to make your earnings or what makes it fun. You know, like it is what you make it to at this current state anyway. And it's probably going to be even more so down the road, especially the more of a MMO we're going to get. So there's that. Well, let's see. We are arriving at the spaceport. And let's find a nice place where we won't trip on our own feet. That is the thing. You can't trip on your own feet or do something stupid. Well, you will either break one or two legs or even kill yourself. So there is a good reason to actually take it nice and slow. Preferably, if there are a lot of people in an elevator, you want to maybe take another one or wait for them. Elevators tend to push people out of the walls or through the walls due to desync. Be very careful about that. And oh yeah, another thing, as you might have noticed, I have done a character reset just recently. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And me and a bunch of friends actually had quite some issues logging out from the game at the Expo or the IAE Expo. And you definitely don't want to log out from temporary areas or areas sort of like questionable, because it may actually cause a infinite loading screen. And the only way to do anything is to hit escape, which you will be able to do then. And there's not much you can do other than getting a character reset done. As far as I know anyway. So just stay away from doing a logout from the IAE Expo and you should be fine. Alright, we are going to be using our trustworthy cutter, the new one. Baby cutter, or the flying pug, as I call it. Alright, hangar number 5. Nice and smooth walking. I mean, you can walk slower, but this is at least not a running pace. So, was it 5? Yeah, 5. Yep, memory isn't failing us. It is it's early morning, but hey, I mean, I've been up since 4 a.m. So it's about 8:30 now. So it is early, but then again, it's all good. Today is going to be a very exciting day later with the IAE. It's going to be Anvil on display. And we still get to have some of the alien ships in the Apex hall. Or was it Zenith? Yeah, Zenith, I think. Apex is going to be Anvil today. And what's neat with this one, this is actually like a proper working locker, but you need to be like closer than that. You need to be pretty much standing right on it for it to work. So like so, I think. I don't know. It's very picky as to where to stand. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's supposed to be a universal storage or a your storage, which it will be accessible for anyone on board your ship. Pretty handy if you want to give someone something. Alright, let's set our route. Actually, let's do it in the proper order. Start things up first. And we do need some maintenance. We're going to do that, and then we are going to set our route to, by hitting F2, double click on the planet you want to head to, scroll in. Hopefully you can plot all the way. Everest Harbor. There we go. Alright. Let things spool up. Maintenance seems to be done, and we are good to go. My little lovely pug. This has a custom color to it as well. So, hey, I don't know. I mean, that's just me, but I am always trying to grab an opportunity of getting myself a nice screenshot. So this is a screenshot at a time. There we go. Holding F4.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Did I just... Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, you should be able to hear me now. I don't know what is going on. It's... the microphone was muted and I didn't even realize. Well, there you go. That's live for you. Welcome. We are gonna... might as well go through it again. We are gonna head over to... Everest Harbor. I'm gonna grab some more Lynx armor. We do, for some reason, always lose our armor. The Lynx armor, especially the core. Legs aren't usually find as loot, but the core I haven't found much of. So today's mission, however normal or everyday things we are doing, it's about represented by this. Man, I just don't... how could I forget? I've been talking and talking and talking, trying to explain what's going on, but hey, well, at least you guys hear me now. Hopefully, I did some change to the microphone as well, just to accommodate some issues that I had in earlier recordings or earlier streams today. I was doing some streaming on my other YouTube channel, Point Leader 75, doing some flight in a helicopter. In Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and for some reason the sound was cutting in and out, and so it almost became a guessing game. And well, there's that. So. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm just mumbling here. And I am trying to get used to talking a little bit slow so that I don't have to start to mumble and tongue twist myself. As of course my first language is definitely not English. So I better take it slow so that I don't mess up my speech. Alright, let's keep on heading out. We are heading to Everest Harbor in our lovely little pug that I showed you as a screenshot earlier. There's always screenshot moments, so just bear with me. So today is going to be very exciting in terms of the IAE later. 4 p.m. UTC. It's going to have Anvil today on display. And hopefully we get to see a medical Pisces, which is something I have hoped for quite a while since they've been starting to talk about it. It would go nicely along with my Carrack, so sort of like an extension. Now, if you have a medical bed, it doesn't matter really, because as long as you're in the medical bed, even if it's just a tier 3, as long as you're in that bed, it sustains you, like it keeps you alive. Even if it's even if you have tier 2 or tier 3 injuries, or something that you can't fix right away, it stabilizes you till you get to your location. So regardless, it's going to be good for your survival. Like it really is. And so there's that. It's just so often being forgotten. It's actually more useful than most people would give it credit for. Alright. And I hope the volumes and everything, all the sounds are good. And yeah, let's see. Looks good. Western is quite a bit away, but we do have this little pug is being, or the cutter, is fully upgraded. So it does have the best quantum drive, sort of like the best of two worlds, like speed and range, which would be the Atlas quantum drive. That's not going to take too long, but at least it gives us time to talk, and me giving some look into the chat. I'm going to say hey to everyone, of course. There we go. See who's on. I tend to run into people that I already know from previous. And it looked like a very friendly, nice chat so far. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee while we travel. Alright, what I was trying to do earlier, by the way, if you didn't know, I mean, obviously I didn't have any voice, or mic was off. Let's see. I was trying to get this locker to work, or this storage locker. It's very picky where you actually stand for it to work. It seems to be very case sensitive in terms of where you are in space as well. But at least now you see it work. So it actually says, oh yeah, look at that. I actually do have it. Alright, I'm going to put this one in there. There we go. And now it's going to be in there for anyone to access that manages to open it. But I mean, there's always that. I wonder, can I open close? So this one does not have a lock. A lock feature. Oh, oops. What about the toilet? Does it work? Come on. There we go. Toilet / shower. And this one does have a lock, for obvious reason. There comes the toilet. No paper roll. I guess you just blow your ass through that hole or whatever. But no paper roll. What a shame. You got a toilet, but you got no paper roll. That's gonna be popular in space. Well, what do you do? What do you do? Alright, so here's the back. We do have a nice window on the both sides. Get a nice idea of what's going on outside before you open the ramp. Compartments above. Don't seem to have any buttons for those. No, it's just left. Nah. Button. Alright, we are arriving nice and slowly. That sound that you hear, that's sort of like the indicator as you are arriving to the location you're heading to. So there's that. 3 million kilometers away. But like I mentioned earlier, everything is in metric in this game. Temperature, altitudes, distances. And that is mostly because NASA is using everything in metric, because there have been so many issues before with translation between or converting between imperial and metric. Although we do, even here in Sweden, I mean, we do have metric purely here in Europe for the most part, but even here in Sweden where I live, we use inches now and then, and you know, for monitor sizes and for wheels for the cars, alloy rims, that kind of stuff. And I can't think of anything else that we do use in terms of other measurements other than metric. But those would be the ones that we use other than metric, like measuring monitors for TVs, computer monitors, alloys for the cars, that kind of stuff. But other than that, everything is in metric. Alright, let's see how much the station moved. That's fine. It's fine. It's gonna have some nice lighting too. It always helps. Because it can get pretty dark out in space. And don't overdo it. I mean, you can fly much faster than you should with this thing, but it's definitely not a dogfighter in that regard, you know, in terms of maneuverability. So you want to be able to stop it fairly quick should you have to. That's why I'm thinking that let's try. I mean, we're gonna, yeah, somewhere there. That's the most I dare to fly. I mean, it takes time, but time should never be an essence. You should always strive for safety before time. So I don't know if anyone is actually watching. It's just hard for me to see from here, but I kind of try to do as much multitasking as I can. But, well, having moved from using 2 or 3 monitors, I only have one super ultra wide. But still though, I mean, I still have to split things up in terms of monitor space.
Proceed to assigned landing bay.
If I were to stream this in 5K, I don't know what would happen. It would probably blow up the internet. And my PC for that matter. It's been quite old now. It's in the 2 years it will be 10 years old. Knock on wood, but it still holds together. Just barely though. Now and then you can definitely feel the tiredness of the graphics card. But I have had some other priorities, and back in the days when I did buy the PC, I might have put out about $8,000 on it, give or take, probably more. So it's definitely was the best of what you could buy for money back then, almost. But from that point of view, it would just have to hold together and last for a while. I mean, to be worth it. There's still a lot of money to put out on anything, really, other than a car or something like that. But then again, you only live once. That's
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
think you're going to be happy with that. I think you're going to be happy with that. I think you're going to be happy with that.
Ah, what is going on here, guys? I don't know if microphone seems to be muting itself on Discord or on OBS when I do either typing or what I'm doing. I don't know what it is. This is not good, guys, because I apparently muted myself again. Dang it. And I have no idea how far back that goes. So sorry for that. I gotta have a look into it. Before the IAE starts, I have been mumbling to myself for nothing again. Well, it won't happen again. Well, it shouldn't happen again. I can't give you any promises yet till I figure out what the problem is, but probably I did something while typing in chat. I have to have a look into OBS again. A lot of short commands. And I should never use the numpad numbers in game, because that is being assigned in Discord as well, or in this one. What hangar was it again? Hangar 2. Yeah, so I was actually buying things over to the ship as a target, and I tried to put it on right away, but almost got scared there because I thought I bought something that didn't actually end up in my possession. Well, while in fact it was on board this ship already. So, nevertheless, we are gonna try out my short command for the ramp. But first, let's get our outfit on first. There we go. And look at that. Oh, Not much you can see there. But that's definitely a very, I don't know, like, very nice, in my opinion. Some odd. And looks like we are like a scavenger or something, right? Kind of get a Ray vibe to it. Alright, let's see. Do we have actual working shortcuts? So that would be open and that would be closed. There we go, it works. Dot and comma. And let's call ATC and hit F2. We are heading back home. New Babbage it is. I'm not going to do anything here. We're fine. We are fine.
Landing gear up.
Well, for the most part, you could pretty much fly towards the star. Should be fine, not colliding into anything. Just don't boost too much, because you might actually end up with being pulled over by the cops. If you can't stop in time, you're gonna get fined. So that's one tip or hint, however you want to put it. Why am I not seeing my destination? You have to fly away. Okay, yeah, it's done. The station is obscuring it. There it is. Dang it. Come on. Let's fly around. Yeah, we got to figure out what is going on in OBS, because it does keep muting me. That is not good, guys. That is not good. Got to be some button to it. I've got to look it up real quick. Alright, let's see. Let's be on our way. Alright, this is awesome. Alright, I got an idea. Right. Nothing to do with the game. I just got a message on the phone while as we were talking. I'm gonna have a look real quick on the setting in OBS. See what's going on there. Why it keeps muting me. Which is not good. But it gotta be something to do with hotkeys. See. Let's see. Where do we have the mute? There it is. Look at that. My voice mute. I will be on numpad. Oh, right. You know what? When I hit the reset for... I'm just gonna... When I hit the reset for the camera view, that's what happened. There it is. That's not good at all. I gotta remove this. There we go. It's not gonna happen again. So sorry, guys. I don't know. I've just been mumbling throughout the whole event, or the whole me being at Everest. Damn it. Pretty much the whole journey I've been muted. Damn it. Well, there you go. You learn as you learn as you stream, I suppose. I am not a professional. Let's just leave it at that. It's becoming better. I promise you guys. It's gonna get better. Might have saved you from some mumbling. That's for sure. So yeah, I have been. I'm gonna round things up. Well, not round things up. I'm gonna keep on streaming, but I am just telling you that I have been talking about the expo, the IAE, which is going to be at 4 p.m. UTC time, 5 p.m. if you're in Paris or Stockholm, Swedish time in my case. Then I'm going to be streaming live, and we'll see if I'm going to be streaming live with friends or just me and Northman. But yeah, that's when we're going to be going live regardless. That's the only time really, like when I have events going on, that I can for sure tell you when I am going to be streaming. Otherwise, I just do it spontaneously whenever I feel like it. And it will be fairly regular, as you can see by now, as it is 9:04 p.m. or a.m. in the morning here in Sweden by this time. We are heading back to New Babbage, sort of like halfway successful with gathering some more Lynx-based armor that always seemed to disappear on me. For some reason, always disappears. Whether I do character reset or not, it always disappears. Except for some of the little ones, but the ones that I buy, those usually just disappears. Or could you just be me being negligent on the fact that I am dying with that armor sometimes. But usually I kind of remember always trying to retrieve my body with everything. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We have bought 4 new set of Lynx armor, arms, legs, base core or core base. Helmet is well, it could be anything really, but I mean right now we're using this helmet, the beautiful helmet. Definitely Ray, the scavenger from Star Wars feel to it. That's the whole vibe behind my outfit. Star Wars is definitely one of my main, well, that's definitely something that I grew up with, for sure. I remember when I was maybe, I must have been like 6 years old when I saw the premiere of Return of the Jedi. Back then I used to live in Paris, so me and my dad went to the movie and saw that. Definitely was not big enough to appreciate it, but I did like it. I remember that much. All effects, loud sound, and cool stuff going on on the big screen. And then obviously I was hooked. Yeah. I was hooked probably before that, but that was it. I must have been even younger actually, come to think of it. All I remember was that I was way too young to really appreciate the way I would have today. But that's, I can't remember what year they had the premiere for Return of the Jedi, but when I saw it for the first time on the cinemas. Way back in the time. Makes me feel old at times, but I guess you only feel as old as you feel. Or you are as old as you feel, to put it the right way. Alright, let's, I'm not just gonna land proper right now. I'm just gonna add the stuff in my local inventory. So I will call ATC though, because that will put it as a checkpoint should something happen, my game client crashes or 30k or what have you. You always want to set wherever you're heading as a like calling ATC to have as a spawn point. You know, as soon as ATC responds to your request, that's set. So anything that happens after that, and you're good. Obviously, if you die, you're gonna be back wherever you put your imprints. But usually I just leave them here at home. So. Makes things easier, since it's my home and everything is here, and I keep it that way. To keep things simple. Why make life harder when you can make it simple? Alright, and let's see. Alright, yeah, we should probably like that. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to be muting ourselves. Oh no, Jose. It is gone with the wind. History. Well, at least it's seamless for you guys, but it just kind of feels stupid for me because I've been mumbling like tons of stuff, sometimes important stuff as well. Oh man, I feel so bad about it. How did I not see that? I should not have mapped it at all. Ah well, you live as you learn. Alright, it's not too hard to see anything here, but we are going to head down. You see that big A building, that's a Spire Grand, which is where you spawn, and the hospital is right next to it as well. If you want to be somewhere in that vicinity, you should be fine to access your local inventory. So what I do normally, I typically do, is to find my own roof, or actually I do have my favorite roof where I tend to park to do these kind of errands. Then we're going to head over to one of my favorite locations on the other side of Microtech, close to a outpost derelict. See what's going on there. That is also a mission-tied area, as most of derelicts are, but that's easy, conveniently close to the outpost where I'm heading. All right, let's see. Can we find the roof? I think we can. It's right ahead of me. Still a little bit more up. Let me see what's going on. I don't know. Like something like that. Alright. Yeah, we're going to be landing on my favorite roof. Fairly nice weather for Microtech. But I still have that annoying windscreen effect. I mean, you shouldn't really have those raindrops or staying on the windshield. They should just swipe off due to the speed. I mean, coming from Flight Simulator just recently, there they've done a proper work where the rain droplets would actually just slide off the white windscreen. Either that or you just give us the windscreen wipers. Either way, it should be considered. I like it definitely. Okay, it's just beneath me. There we go. Right, scroll down a little bit to make it a bit more delicate. Touchdown. This is one of my favorite roofs, and you see why. It has quite a nice structure around it. Obviously, with a bigger ship, it can be a problem, but I even managed to land an 890 jump here. You just put the landing gears behind the structure behind me there, and your nose landing gear will hang over the edge there, but that's just about how close you can get to here with an 890 jump. That's how big that ship is. But any other ship is fine here. Should be land on the mark. Why not? Alright. There we go. We do not need to open the gate. We just need to access our local inventory. And look at that. You have sound still on my microphone. Mission accomplished on that one too. Alright, let's see. We do have quite a lot of magazines that you can see, but hey, why not? You just need to land on a roof like this, and I can just grab magazines without having to deal with this spaceport. I completely forgot to call ATC, so might as well just do that before something happens. Yeah, I gotta do that this way. Hitting F11 and... do I have... I might actually be too far away. I think, yeah, I am too far away. It's fine. It's fine. We just remember to do that before we depart, and it should be good. Doesn't matter which order you do it, just as long as you remember to do it. and preferably before things go wrong. Alright, let's just put this on here and then grab a backpack so that at least we have something. And I have that thing in the closet that I also need to. I hear a vehicle outside of me. Well, it shall be interesting to see what will happen now. Because you never know with people. You never know. I'm just gonna grab this one. Just for aesthetics, you know, like it's, why not? Put this one in here and this one in there. Alright, we are good. I think we are good. I might as well put it in there. There we go. That's much better. Now we have food, a little bit of energy drinks. Actually, one only. 100% full, and we got a pistol. Got a couple of magazines. We don't need too much really. We're not going to be doing any serious combat at this moment. Not any one planned. And I think we have everything in port now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that one. I almost forgot. Let's see. If I go back to personal. There we go. Okay, so we have proper water. See if we can grab this one, and if it works. Please work. Please work. Oh wow, okay, it actually worked. Alright, local, and let's just put this one back in local. It's actually really handy when you can actually open it. It's really handy. Alright, so I'm going to do a flyby close to the spaceport so that I can call for ATC, only to have a checkpoint should something go wrong, but otherwise I'm going to be back at Everest if I have a client crash or something. That's the plan anyways. Let's give it a try. Let's do what we always do here. Very important to stay to traditions, stay true to traditions. And that is, of course, you just gotta do this. That only made it worse. Oh well, at least whatever was down there would see that. That's a pretty nice, neat trick. What do you do? What do you do? Calling ATC, and then we are heading out in space again.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
You can fly towards Everest Harbor for sure. Port Stressler, I'm sorry. But I wouldn't actually go there. It has a tendency of switching from CPU to GPU usage. Hence why you always have the lag spike going there, and it's not your system. It's just how poorly optimized this region is. So it has nothing to do with your graphics card, your CPU, or the location itself. It's just how poorly optimized this area is in the transition phase. That's all there is. Just be ready for it, and that's how it is. There's nothing wrong with your computer. It's just poor optimization. $11,000 meters, and we should be able to jump wherever we want to go. And we are going to be heading towards orbiter marker. Well, we could probably head all the way to our outpost, which we will do. And I'm probably gonna run into enemies up close, when usually there are no enemies there, which is what I am equipped for. The scenario of no enemies. But if there are enemies, and they are actually pretty good at shooting, especially headshotting, that could be an issue. Find out. Alright. We should be good high enough. And let's see if we can find our location. Should be on the other side, so we look for a dotted one. Alright, so it's probably on this end. That's SMO 10, SMO 13. Alright, that's the one we want. I better not be slamming into the planet. And we are good. SMO 13 is actually where you want to go, especially if you want to do a easy access derelict. Just head over there and I'll show you. Might as well go ahead and land right where we want to be at, coming from orbit. Aim for this one and head for this one. SMO Tobin Mining Facility, SMO 13. But what you want to do here, I do have clouds on, so see how good we will see area, but we should be fine. Alright, I'm going to be flying towards it. I think that's the best approach on this one. And I'll show you guys what you want to aim for. Now pay attention to my heading, which is up here. It's not the one right now, but pay attention to it once I'm heading over to our derelict from Tobin Mining Facility 13, so that you will know what direction to head. It is quite hard to see anything up there on the HUD. It's just been so poorly optimized against the backdrop of, well, the brightness, basically. Now, obviously, if you would have had this on your actual helmet visor at a heads up, would be much easier, because then you could have a tint on it to block out some of the bright background, and that would be one solution doing it. I don't see why you want to display it anywhere else, and I only make an assumption that this would be a heads-up display in your helmet rather than floating in air. But that would be more ideal, actually, to have your heads-up on the helmet rather than where it is now. And that would pretty much solve all that issues. Alright, let's see where we are now. I probably flew right over it, but I might as well take you from here to there, so that you get to see how to find it. I think it's right ahead of us. It kind of gives me the vibe, given the heading we are. But yeah, I didn't refuel anything, so might as well do that while. And there's a ship down there. All right, so here's what you're gonna do, guys. You see someone, you don't target them. Just hit V as in Victor and scan them. That's much more peacefully way of doing things. And you can see it's a great Drake cutter. You get to see the name of the person. There you have it. Information is right there. And so far it seems to be unmanned. It's white. If it's blue, then it's going to be having someone, or green, I think it is. Doesn't matter. Either way, that one is unmanned. The white dot. And let's land it like a pro. Well, at least trying to. Alright, let's fix up the ship. Unfortunately, we couldn't see who was down there because of the bright backdrop. Let's see what we have here. And we have... it's good. Alright. Oh, let's see what we have here. Nothing in chat at the moment. We're fine. Alright, let's see. We are at a place where I usually am. I'm going to have a look and see if I have something out of use here. Currently I don't, so we are just going to keep on moving our way while it's still bright. We just needed to refuel, and we are, or what have you, or repair at least. And let's be on our way. So, look at this, and I think it's over there. Yeah, it's over there. Alright, so have a look at the pads, the orientation of it. You want to be facing toward the corner, and that's where the mountain is. You see it in the far distance? And, yeah. Have a look at the heading. It's about 105, give or take. The heading from Tobin Mining Facility SMO 13. Just keep on heading this way, and you see that lonely mountain there, where there's no end, there's no more. That's where we're gonna be heading. And then, once we get closer, I'll show you once more how to pinpoint the area. Let's scan it, see if we have any ships ahead. Doesn't look like it. So nice with the shadow in the, like on the ground there. You can actually appreciate the speed a bit more. Alright, so let's see where we're at. Yeah, I'm going to be aiming at the spot you want to be aiming for, which is going to be that small dark patch on the mountainside. You aim for that. You aim for that, and you should be hitting the spot. Pinging it. No targets so far. That's good. So this is a outpost derelict. It's not going to be a ship, rather than just a outpost. See if I can hit it though. I always keep flying slightly off. But you see, it's almost like a ridge here that we're coming over. And on the other side of that ridge, the downslopes there. That's where it's going to be. It's about 18 kilometers away from Tobin Mining Facility SMO 13. And there it is. Right there, down below. You can see the campfire there. That's how you can see it at night. Couple of buildings to look at. And most likely we're gonna have people around here. AI. We're just gonna land right here where we can actually step out and not being killed right away. And look at that, we're actually blowing stuff away. And I don't know whether we have something here, but nevertheless, we are gonna get it. Look at that. We are actually blowing stuff away. Pretty awesome. Let's open the ramp. See how this goes. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? What could possibly go wrong? Everything is loaded. Checking your magazines. Alright, let's give it a try. Nothing here. Sometimes it can take a while before they spawn in. So far, so good. And we didn't see any other players. Alright, let's climb up here and see. Nice and easy. Could be good and bad. I mean, if you have the only pistol, you're going to be outmatched in terms of the ability to defend ourselves. But it seems to be okay so far. Definitely blew one box. That's one way of sliding down there. You don't want to injure yourself for stupid thing. Let's have a look in here. I always want to listen to possible incoming ships. Nothing there. While we're at it, might as well check real quick up here. Nothing here. And let's have a look from the other side. Nothing there. And this side. So good. We've checked it out. Nothing here. Nothing here. Sometimes the boxes can be under rubble. Nothing there. Nothing here. Sometimes there's a box over there. Don't forget that location. Nothing here. Have a look up here. Nothing here. So good. Have a look here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright. So way up here. Through here. Okay, that was the lag spike. Usually a thing here. Nothing over there. No need to go up there. Well, it seems to be pretty empty. But now and then you do find some good stuff in here. Oh, I thought that was a guy. Oh yeah, another thing I completely forgot, guy. You should always have a habit of putting a call to arms on under a mercenary. That way, whatever is bad, NPC or player wise, having crime stat, you get paid for it. You should always have that on. Alright, it doesn't matter what you do. Like I said, always have that on. Nothing here. Yeah, this time it was really empty. Not much for a showcase, guys. I'm sorry. But at least, oh, there we go. One box. Please be something. Oh yeah, look at that. Tobin. Thank you for that. Some extra multi-tools. Why not? Extra water. And not too bad of a loot. Tobin, here we come. I am checking the chat now and then. I usually am pretty bad at seeing when someone is actually typing because I'm not having too much traffic yet, but might as well slowly get used to it. You know, if you are actually watching, you can always say hi. Of course, it does help me seeing that someone is on because I have pretty bad habits not being able to see that. So, that. I'm just gonna grab things here and be on my way before something goes bad. Really goes bad. But there we go. That's one box. I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, maybe it's something over here. We'll have a look. And we will have done our little round trip around the camp. Looks good, looks good. This one. Ton of places where you could get seriously injured. Nothing there. Alright. Oh, these lag spikes. Gotta love these lag spikes. Alright, we are good. And I'm gonna just hold them. Time to take the little pug back to SMO 13. You'll see we just head on back to the opposite direction, of course. That's how we get there. And see if everything works. We close the ramp. The quick button, that works. And we have still audio on the microphone. What do you know? What do you know? Alright, so SMO 13 would be over there towards the sun in this case, but we came from that way. If you hit B, as in Bravo, you should see SMO 13 right there. And it would be that one. Yeah. During daytime is always, for the most part, easier. Obviously, did I? No, I forgot the key. Of course I did. That is so typical when we try to show off some skills. You usually turn out to be the dumbass. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. So by the time I land, I am just going to be AFK for a minute or so. And then we continue on our way. See if our little be right back screen works. I've checked, and we are a little bit off course. You can see the second tree line there. That's where the base is. Like within that. We already done our repair and stuff, so we shouldn't really need it. So I'm just gonna land right close next to the trading terminal. And we are getting some droplets on the windscreen again, those annoying ones. I'm just gonna hit F4. Holding F4 down, you can use the arrow keys and pitch up and down to move the camera around. Hold a Z arrow instead. You can freely move your mouse with your mouse. The camera rotates it. That's how you move your camera. And I am gonna look up the combinations again on how to save those configurations. You can actually use numpad to save certain camera presets. Pretty handy. Holding down minus and you see yourself, which is what caused me muting myself earlier. But that was just me being a stupid ass mapping it on OBS with a numpad. I didn't think it through. But as I said, we live and learn. Alright, so let's have a look. I might as well sell. I might actually head in there. Should someone ram me or something. you know, because I do have Taliban in the back. Definitely want to have that thrown, and then we are going to take a short break, like a minute or so. I will be right back. I won't be ending the stream. I just be doing a minute. Well, okay. Can't get much closer than that. Oh no, Jose. There we go. Oh, such a nice little pug. Alright. We're about to sell our dollar mine. Actually pretty nice little loot. If I say it myself. Alright. These reflections need to be really fixed. Why would you have reflective glass on something that could reflect ceiling lights? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? Alright. I mean, it's a little bit of profit. I mean, I don't mind it, right? Having a little bit of dollar right now and then is never bad. And for whatever it's worth, for as long as that, it gotta be about. But whenever you do have to do a character reset, you tend to get your dollar back. So in a way, you can keep selling it over and over. Although I wouldn't depend on it for a method, because first, you can only do that every 12 hours at least, probably more due to overload. And then, well, you have to wait for 50 minutes and set things back in order and do everything again. And all the consumables, magazines, everything is gone. And you have to do the first sort of like work to initiate whatever you did in progression wise in your Delphi. So in this case, I just did my like on the delivery here, I have done my first job. That one you have to do again, the first job, even though you already have progression. But that's how it works, where every time you've done a character reset. Alright, so having that said, yeah, so these are pretty much what I usually do here is, as you can see, I have to do that one again before I can actually see the actual missions that I do want to do. Not too bad. I mean, it's actually a pretty good payout, 15,000 for just doing an evaluation. But the one that I tend to do is usually paying up to 90,000 if you've done your progress. And so we are currently doing fairly good there at 3. I'm definitely further down the road on at Crusader, which is where I'm at, almost 4.5 soon enough. Hurston, I am at, oh, okay. Gotta be that one? Or no, it's that one. Oh, wow, okay, I haven't done anything on Hurston. Barely anything. Area 18 would be nothing, actually. Looks like I haven't done much. Could it be this one? Gotta be this one. Yeah, gotta be. I can't think of anything else. Regardless, I'm gonna put it at as a favorite, so that way the one more active I am gonna have at the very top. Then I'm working on the UDM, Unified Distribution Management, which is gonna be the package delivery business on Microtech. Try to get it up to like a runner or a courier. Oh well, it doesn't say here yet. But at least to a runner, that way we will have bunkers involved in box delivery, which should be more interesting for content value. So having that said, guys, I am gonna just stand right here like a pro, as we always are. And, you know, I am going to do something that I haven't done yet. But why not? Right? Let's add. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just getting back into the groove. I'm going to add a little bit of a text. Just something. Bear with me. I am moving my head around a little bit, so you will hear me come in and out of the microphone while I do this. Alright, so there we go, and there we go. That should be clear enough. Yeah, that should be clear enough. I'm just deciding the color, just bear with me, guys. And can we do something funny with it? I don't know. Let's just leave it as that, and let's. Do I have to? There we go. That's the one. Alright, we have a text. Alright, guys, we have a text. We have a text. I am going to put this one on, and there we go. Be right back, like I said. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. We are back. Let's see if everything works fine. Oh yeah, that guy keeps talking to me. I mean, we could. We want to maximize our profit. These guys sell diamonds, I think. Might as well bring some diamonds back and why not? See what the small little pug can do for us, money-wise. I didn't pay attention to how much I paid for it, but hey, who knows? You guys might. But we are going back to New Babbage to sell that. There we go. Yeah, I know, I landed a little bit too close. Oh, look at that, 4 SU. Literally 4 SU. You can tell by reading on the cargo boxes here what they actually contain. Crystalline minerals. That would be diamonds. Alright, let's head back to New Babbage. This time we're going to land proper. You can, of course, just land by the surface entrance if you have further errands along the way, but I have some actual real-life errands to do. So, we'll head back and, oh, look at that, we do have an enemy, or an enemy ship. I wonder, that could be a generated ship. I'm gonna target it, see what's going on. I don't know. We do have a call to arms on, so might as well just shoot him. And then we'll just run for it. Yeah, then we'll just run for it. I mean, hopefully he got damaged at least. I'm not much of a fighter. Never been, especially not in. One thing, you know, with okay, I gotta have a look at it. Actually, it'll be heading up. I did outfit the ship with better guns, but nevertheless, I mean, it's not much of a fighter. Like I said, it's just hit and run at the very most, but even that, just try to avoid it if you can. Make sure you spool up in time so that whenever you do reach your altitude, you just head on and jump. I think my cargo is actually generating NPC pirates. I am pretty sure that was not a player. Oh, he's still with us. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong, guys? I mean, we are just doing some innocent hauling for SEUs of diamonds. Not much time for, but hey, it's fine. We're still alive, and he isn't shooting at us. There we go. We are on our way back home. And there's no point in actually going above the red line there on the scroll. And I'm talking about that one. Because the real speed is actually that arrow bouncing up and down in there. It never goes above that. Surely it's because of the lack of aerodynamics. And it's pretty underpowered as well for its weight to ratio-ish thing. But then again, it gets you where you need to go, right? That's all that matters. Does its job. But it's usually does. I'm gonna hit C. Just remembering that I did. Then I'm gonna head out for some errands. But I will be back online and streaming at around 5 p.m. That would be Paris time. At UTC time, that would be 4 p.m. Right about when Anvil is being presented on display at the IAE 2952. Whether I'm going to have my buddy Northman or other friends, we'll see. And we get to work a little bit more on audio issues so that everyone can be heard clearly. It's always trial and error till we get everything right, and then I will just try to save it. It just got lost in an update for OBS. For some reason, it did not save my previous setting. Plus the fact that I have now a different microphone, a Yeti X, as opposed to my old Blue Yeti. So everything is new in that regards, and that's why I am still working on some of the audio issues. There you go, that's actually how it looks when you are seeing a ship with a player inside of it, or a vehicle. Otherwise it's just going to be white as those 8 lights down, those 9, no, those 12 lights down there. White 12 lights. We are getting close, that's good. We do have cargo, so, and we can call ATC. C is off, meaning cruise control is off. Landing gear down, might as well, should be accidentally slammed into the ground. And at least maybe the landing gear can save us. We're doing steady speed. You want to call ATC as soon as you can, for a lot of reasons. Much for should something happen to the server or your game, at least you will spawn back here, even though your ship won't be just retrievable, but at least it will be here, and whatever cargo you did have is going to be sellable. You will be able to sell it, and then you can claim your ship. That'll be fine, but that way at least you don't lose your cargo. Whatever you do, don't ever claim your ship before you sell your cargo. If your client crashes, just make sure you call ATC as fast as possible, as soon as you can, and then it's fine. Whatever happens, usually it's fine. Alright, our pad will be there. Question is which direction it's facing. Would be that way. Got another ship there. We don't want to have any collision. I'm going to be coming in at a shallow angle. Alright, let's just make it right here, and it would be down. Okay. Yep, we got it. We've got it. Let's see if we can actually do a interesting landing. I'm not really like some pilots, trying to challenge myself too much. But let's see if we can do it first person view at least. How hard can it be, right? I'm more of a flight stick guy with HOTAS. Just not very convenient having to swap between them because I use a hard mounted rig for that. So running back and forth just because I need to walk on foot or not, it's just not ideal. Alright, we're gonna open
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
the ship up and we're gonna shut everything off. We're gonna fix it up and we have arrived. I did seem to have obtained a little bit of damage. There we go. Everything should be opened up. I'm gonna make sure that we drink and eat before we log out as well. And having a look, final look at the 4 SEU cargo of diamonds. Oh yeah, that's the biggest one, definitely not. Not the smallest one either, I don't think. So it's quite an oversized for a pug. Or a carter in this case. But, it works. Whatever works, right? Alright. Now I'm going to teach you guys something. So what I can do and what I could do and will do is actually something that you will see. What's important is that I store my ship so that at least the cargo is secured. In this case, it's not a whole lot of money to get weighted anyway, but we are going to store the ship first.
Welcome to the
Then I'm going to teach you guys a trick. Because it doesn't matter what really happens to the ship afterwards, as long as it's stored and you just leave it that way. You do have another ship like, I don't know, like a Merlin or a Pisces or something like that. What you do, let me show you. Or we could go with anything really, we could go with a, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to make it simple. It's going to be Pisces.
vehicle selected.
This, my friend, if you're doing it quickly, it's actually faster than actually going ahead
Your vehicle has been
and riding with the transit. What we're going to do now is fly over there instead of using the transit. I think it was hangar 8, wasn't it? We're going to try. We are going to try. I think it was hangar 8. Oh, look at that. A massive hangar for this Pisces. Gotta love that. And that's the thing. The Pisces actually got a nice overhaul with this year. You actually got a button to press now. Before you would just hit some random button and in midair, right in the middle somewhere. That is gone and that is fixed. Thank God. Alright. Let's close the hatch. We can always start things up. We're not going to do any quantum jump, but there we go. It closes by itself, by the way. And we're going to ask ATC for checkout. We do have to do that still. What you could do just to make sure that you still have this as your last place you landed, but you do kind of because you, unless you actually call for ATC elsewhere, this is going to be your last place. So. But just in case, if you want to be sure. All right.
Landing gear raised.
Oh, okay. It's open again. There we go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Alright, let's just start doing anything stupid here. It's fine, but it would be unnecessary, that's for sure. Doing something stupid. But stupid is entertaining, isn't it? Stupidity, that is. I imagine one day maybe we get to have seasons, and that means that maybe, just maybe, this would be becoming a liquid ocean of some kind. Ocean can consist of anything, not just water. That's the thing. We do have oceans at Clio, but that wouldn't be water. I don't think it's pretty toxic, at least for us humans. I don't know whether this is faster or not, but it kind of feels faster. I got control of things. So I'm going to just call agency again just to...
Please proceed to
There we
assign
go. So now it's definitely registered, at least. That's the IE. Or the IAE. I'm going to try to take it slower. Not tongue twisting it. And let's go about landing. And we're going to do it the nice way. As always, we take our place. Maybe I should do that just to accommodate the height. Oh, this usually would annoy a lot of people, which it probably does, but it's so fun to troll. In a nice way, without harming anyone. That's the important part. You don't want to harm people. You don't want to treat people in any other way than you want to be treated yourself. We are clear, I think. Yeah, we are clear. Alright, let's put out the landing gear. There we go. I think that's going to do it. Or is it? Let's park it a bit more nicely. There we go. Awesome. A little bit more forward. And you learn to park. There we go. Can't get much closer than that. Awesome. I'm going to have a nice screenshot of that. Now, like I said, you can't get much closer. And it's quite windy. So, I mean, why not treat yourself with a short distance? You know, why not? I'm gonna just do something here. Very important. This thing. Nice screenshot of some innocent trolling. Not that innocent, because we don't harm anyone. We just surprise people with a little nice stuff now and then. Just that's all we do. Try not to harm anyone. If we can back out the camera, holding down F4 will do that. Then Z, and you can rotate the camera freely. Oh yeah, that's a nice screenshot, and you can see Space Central. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. We are good. That was a screenshot time, by the way. We should be good. Yeah. Alt and X would wipe your ISO. Oh, yeah, you don't have to press it, it just takes too long. And there we go. Let's go about selling our stuff. and wrap things up. Been a long stream, but then again, adventures can be however long or short, whatever is needed. I am actually gonna make things easier, maybe? We'll see. We'll see if it works. If it will let me. It lets me. Alright, let's get ourselves a nice godmother sandwich. That's my favorite. So tasty. And it doesn't work. Damn it. It does it? I don't know. No, it didn't. Did something. Alright. You're gonna do that to me now.
Hey, back again, I see.
Let's try my Garcia Screen's favorite location. Grab one of these. Try to talk over the music a little bit so that we don't get copyrighted. And drink on the way. And it does work. It fills up both hunger and thirst with these smoothies. Pretty handy. We drink as we walk. The animation is broken, obviously, because I couldn't eat a sandwich even. But at least this works. Gonna drink it up and just drop it somewhere. Okay, so there are two buttons actually pretty useful to map, that is. And that is actually effect, so that you can interact with whatever you hold in your hand. And then you can place it, if possible. If not, we'll see. Did we manage to put it somewhere in there? I think we did. Wow. Okay, it worked. No one's gonna be looking there. No one's gonna be looking there. Well. Okay. Well, let's just pretend you guys didn't see that. The littering police is not around anyway. Or the literal police. Alright, let's sell our cargo and wrap things up. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It does help a lot. It's very important. It's more important than actual views and subscribing. It applies for anyone that you want to support. Always remember to hit that like button. But if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell so that you can catch up with further future events and streams. I will be seeing you guys in the next one, hopefully with less of issues. I promise you guys, I am going to try to better myself in terms of audio and mistakes. Alright, signing up, and I will put my helmet on before I log in. Alright, signing off.